In this video, discover some of the most useful apps that I'm using that you can use to save money and be more productive. This is Terry. I want to share with you some ideas that I have and some apps that I use on my iPhone that really help me a lot. These are apps that you're going to be able to use for personal development, for learning, for growth, and for staying in touch with people. And I want to share some of those with you now. I'm sharing my screen now, and I wanted to show you some of the apps that I have found to be particularly helpful. I'm going to get my stylus, and by the way, this is a great way to do it. I love these little stylus that are available. I can get this, and it helps me to be more exact when I'm typing, and I don't mess up the screen as much with the fingerprints. You know, that could be a real mess. One of the apps that I use often is right here, the camera. Camera gives me the ability to get a lot done, so I can point around different places, but often what we'll want to do is make sure we reverse it so that, hey, there it is. It's on me now. Ooh, as I move around here like this, it's available and I can see it, and then do the recording. And of course, we can do a photo or video. Works real well. This is on the Apple iOS form. I like it a lot. I have not used much with the time lapse, but I think that could be real nice too. But using video, using photo, something that I use quite often. And of course, another one that's really nice is the pano. So that way I can get the range all around. You see that arrow over there on the side. Here, let me show you right here, this arrow right here, and when you do that, it gives you the ability to take a wider range. Really handy little app for use, and it comes built in, of course, on the iPhone. Another one is one of my favorites. I love learning. I love getting out and reading a lot, and a great little tool for that is using the reading apps. Here, where would I put that? Right here. Here it is, with the reading, and particularly with the Kindle. Kindle gives me the ability to really learn a lot because I can bring in books. I've got a lot. I love books. I'll read like 2 or 3 books a week, and by using the app here on my Kindle or on my iPad, I probably do more reading on the iPad. I'm able to tap into what needs to be done. Like here, one of my favorite books, Turning Pro. This is by Stephen Pressfield. Great little book, and we can go through, read it very quickly and easily. You see how we tap and the pages turn, and this is holding it portrait style. If I turn it over this way, notice what happens. Now I'm looking at it on a landscape, horizontal style, and it works out very nicely. The nice thing about this, those that study photo reading will know, hey, you can tap here and you can move it very rapidly through that and use photo reading to read even faster. So I'm able to see this. As you can see, I put a lot of notes and a lot of highlighting on there, and that works very, very nicely. And then when finished here, just come on back and go back to my library. So I see the library of books, and they're working very well. So Flipboard, this is a real good one. And by the way, I said almost Flipboard. That's one that I use as well, and that's right here on this screen. As you can see, it's got some real nice capabilities. There's actually quite a bit you can do here. Let me see. Let me show you right here with this one. I can use this, and right here is Flipboard. That's one that I'll use a lot. I've just shown you Kindle. Another one that I use a lot right here. This guy right here, iBooks. There's something about the way that it displays the text that is comfortable and easy to use. And I recommend that you start using these tools that are out there. They all work very nicely and give you the ability to get a lot done as well. Here's another app that I find really handy. It's called Flipboard. And when I bring this up, it gives me magazine articles like this one here from Inc. And I can go back and I can see a lot of different magazines and a lot of different blog spots and blog sources that I want to access and want to see what's available. I can go through these, and as I read something, it's really, really good. Like if I look at this article, I go, oh, this one's really nice. It's from Inc. magazine, and I can go through and read it. I say, yeah, that's kind of nice. I want this one. I tap on the screen, and it loads it. And then here, I'm reading it now as I go through, a little bit at a time, reading what it is, just swiping with this very easily. When I finish it, it comes up there. Then I press the arrow key in the upper left-hand corner and go back. So this is really nice. And when I see something, I say, hey, I really want to share this one. I like it. I'm tapping on it. Wait a minute, let me get back here. So I'll tap on this one right here. And what I want to do is to share that. And yes, what I'll do is down here, you'll see there's a little arrow key right here, the sign of a document with an arrow pointing up. I'm going to tap on that. And when I do, that brings in a way that I can share this. See, it will give me the ability to share it in several different areas here, whatever I might want. And I have a lot of different tools so that I can set it up and share it. Like I'll, for instance, here use, if I use Terry Brock, it's going to send there, and I'm going to share. It will be sent to me. And once we've done that, then we're able to access others. So here's what you would do as a thought leader. You would use this to be able to send messages to a lot of different people, being able to send out to your people that are following you on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or other sources, other platforms and networks out there. You then become known as the thought leader who can curate good information that they like to hear from you. Another tool that is real handy when you're moving around is ability to find out what kind of internet speed you're getting. To do that, I'm going to use a tool called speedtest.net. You'll see that I have that on the screen right here. So what I'm going to do is tap on that. And when I go into speed test, it's going to take a look at what we're doing and where we are right now. Notice it asks me to begin test, so I'll take my stylus and tap on begin test, and now it's preparing. It's looking around, trying to find the best server and what's going to be available, and testing the ping that's out there. Notice it does that little loop-de-loop thing. And now it says, okay, Terry is getting approximately 40 to 50 something megabits per second. And that's on my iPhone right now. You can see it's doing the calculations here. You're seeing it mirror over there on the screen. So we're coming in now at 55.41 megabits download. And now here's the critical, important variable and number for uploading, and that is for your video and the audio when you're connecting with someone, what you're sending to them. This is really important. As you can see right now, I'm getting 55.41 down right here and 17.28 up. So that's a pretty reasonable number to use, meaning that it's okay to do it. You'll want to use speed test quite often for different applications to find out how you're doing at that moment. Another tool that I use often is called Brainwave. It's very good for helping the mind to think alert or to relax or for meditation. It's a great little tool that I have used for a number of different applications. Let me show you how this works. This one is very popular. It's got 32 binaural programs, and it gives you a variety of different applications that you can use. The one that I've got set up right now is morning coffee. I have espresso, focused and alert, critical thinking, concentration, brainstorm, confidence boost, stress reduction, calm reflection, all kinds of things like that. One that I'll use often in the morning is morning coffee or espresso shot when I need something to pick me up. I find that works well with the morning information, listening to this while I'm reading the paper or quietly meditating. It works very well either way. Just press the start button, the play button, and then you're able to run with it from there. Great little tool, and it's called Brainwave. Now, here's a tool I want to show you that I use a lot. It's called Overcast, and I got this from my good buddy Phil Derbyshak, who recommended it to me. Overcast, you'll see down there in the lower left-hand corner, or excuse me, lower right corner. I'm going to tap on that, and it brings up podcasts that I'm listening to, that I've subscribed to regularly. You'll see there are several here that are really, really useful, packed full of information. Think about it. In the morning, when you get up in the morning, are you listening to the local radio station? Why? What good does it do for you to know that there was a terrible tragedy over on the west side of town last night, and this happened, etc.? Or there's a negative thing happening over in Outers Labuvia, and you got to be all upset about that. It's good to be updated on the news, but you really don't need to know all that information. I encourage you to think about spending at least a portion of your time going through wonderful little podcasts like those I'm listening to here. You see, here's one, for instance, from my buddy Michael Port. Michael Port has one called Steal the Show. If you're a professional speaker, this is a must listen to podcast, because Michael talks about how to speak, what to do, what not to do from a high-level professional point of view. And I really like this. With Overcast, by the way, I can tap on all, and notice it shows me several that are here. So if I say, oh, gee, I really want that one right there, notice how they're kind of grayed out. If I say how to rehearse for world-class reform and perform, that's what I want to do. I'll tap on it and watch what happens. When I tap on it, now it's downloading. It is going through and it is downloading the information. You can see right there up to 70, 80%, 90, and there, boom. Then it changes from gray to much darker so that now I know that one has been loaded into my phone so I can listen to it, particularly if I'm in an area where I don't have Wi-Fi or I don't have access to the net. This is a great little tool. So Overcast is the tool on that. It's a great little way to listen to podcasts and to get a lot done. Finally, I want to leave you with a great little podcast I listen to, or actually not a podcast, a great tool that I use that's here. It's WMFE 90.7. You might not be familiar with that. That's our local public radio station here in Orlando, Central Florida. And I use that. Now, you find the one that's right for you in your area if you like, or you can get this one as well. But here's why you want to listen to it. Two things. Number one, they give you news and they give you classical music, which I really like. And you get that coming through at really good high definition audio. So you can listen to it, relax and zone out. When you're listening to good classical music, it goes very nicely with making for a good day. And sometimes goes very well with your favorite beverage, whatever that might be. So these are some of the tools that I'm using right now. These and many other. Let me give you one more here. There's a little bonus. iHeartRadio. You'll see that in the upper right corner there. You can program in the radio stations you want locally or wherever they might be. You know, if you've moved and you really liked a particular station in another part of the country, you can probably get it on iHeartRadio. That's a great little tool, and I recommend getting in it. Well, I've got a lot of others, and I'd love to hear from you. Let me go back here to my screen. These are my apps. Turn it over here so you can see it this way as well. And you can see a lot of capabilities are available, a lot that you can learn and grow with when you're using those apps. So what do you think? I want to hear from you, and I want to hear what you are using and what's working well for you on your apps. Terry@terrybrock.com is my email, and I will look forward to hearing from you.